Hello YouTube, just doing a short video on my spray gun settings. So I'll just use a Black Ridge spray gun, which is a cheap spray gun off eBay. About 130 bucks. It's got a 1.3 nozzle, as you can see there. Yeah, it's been pretty good. So the settings are the fluid control, which you just set that, you back it right off until it comes out. And put it back on. Just as the thread catches, you pull the trigger in all the way, turn the knob until you get some resistance, and then do the lock nut up. And that's a wide open setting for fluid control. And you got your fan control. I usually have that wide open. Just back it off a little bit. And the air adjustment valve is just in the wide open position as well. Now, another thing I do is after every spray, I do a full clean of the gun with some thinners. So just use thinners to clean out the pot. Usually have some paper towels and stuff, clean those out. Clean that out thoroughly. And take everything apart so the air cap comes off. Cleaning with some thinners. So take the fluid control back out. And the spring. Set that aside. And take the needle out. And usually get a rag with some thinners on it and give that a wipe over. I also got some brushes that come with the gun. Can get them separate. I usually put some thinners in there and clean that out. And also flush. I've also got an old toothbrush I use to scrub everything down with thinners. And I also run thinners through the gun once I've scrubbed it all out. Make sure everything's thoroughly clean, especially this air cap, which can alter the fan shape if it's not cleaned properly. So to assemble it back together, you just do a reversal of taking it apart. So hold the trigger down to get some resistance and do the lock nut up again. Put the air cap back on. And the paint reservoir. Cap back on and gun's ready to go. Now, this is my inline pressure gauge. You can see that's around 90 psi. When you pull the trigger, it's around 25% psi. So without that inline gauge, you won't know what pressure you've got at your gun. And they usually recommend around 25 psi for spraying. So I'm here just doing my bonnet as an example. Just gave the front and back edges a quick spray first. Now I'm spraying about a 70 to 80% overlap on each pass. I'm holding it about 150 mil. 200 mil off the panel. Try and get it in that range. And just doing a quick pass on my first coat. I wouldn't recommend doing heavy coats at all at this stage. So I'm going to do 5 coats of the bonnet. Spray to the center, and then which is called the wet line because that's the last place I sprayed, and then I continue on from that point. I am going to buff and cut and polish the bonnet, as this isn't in a spray booth and gets a lot of dust, but I need a lot of coats to be able to do this. The last coat of the 5 coats will go on a bit slower and a bit heavier just to get a better gloss off the gun. But try not to do that more than 1 coat, otherwise you'll get a lot of vapours coming out of the paint from the thinners, and which will cause bubbling of the paint. Thanks for watching.